Hello folks, it's Rever here, back with another episode of Gifts of the Caucasus. And I was just sitting here doing this chasing the chaff guy. I've spent more hours than I care to think about doing this. I was also thinking how my earphones make my ears hot in the summertime here. Well, it's not quite summer technically, but it's pretty warm out there, 86 degrees, and this room gets warm with the two computers. And I'm trying a little test here with the fan. Hopefully it doesn't create any issue. It shouldn't be blowing too much on the microphone. But I thought I might show you, I talked a few episodes ago about called the stop sign slap. I like the reality of farm sim. I'm not sure how many times I've driven back and forth between this field and the BGA plant, but it's an awful lot, and I suspend reality. Certainly more likely to be realistic on camera than off of camera. This trailer I like. It's been a real good trailer combination. This tractor does this job far better than when I had the T8. First of all, it goes 40 miles per hour versus 32. I kind of jumped the gun there, didn't I? Let's get another 1,000. That's the other thing. I keep forgetting that this trailer is 61,000, not 60,000. So in a second here, I would like to show you how I drive when I'm not on camera sometimes. And again, it's as much as anything out of sheer boredom. Hopefully we don't end up in a ditch someplace. And if you're one of those super realistic people that gets annoyed if someone's not exactly realistic, it's not my fault they made this trailer do this. But this tractor has quite excellent traction. This trailer, not so much. Now you do have to watch out when you come down off this hill. We're at full speed here, 40. It's real easy to get sideways a little bit. See that? So if you come off of this hill a little bit, and you got that ditch right there, I've managed to control my full throttle impulse. But when it comes to here, you can see how that trailer does that little stick out thing. So mind you, I left my foot off the throttle, or my finger off the throttle for a second there. Yeah, we don't care whether we're in England or United States. There's no cars on the road. This one you can swing it right around. Just make sure you miss that. And then the stop sign slap is as I go to pull into the BGA, which is just past this. There's a billboard on the right-hand side coming up. Now, if you do it at full speed, you're going to hit the tree. So the challenge here, is to come around in just such a way that you don't hit the tree, but you hit the stop sign. And you definitely don't want to do it at full speed. I missed it. Did you see that? I don't know if you caught that. Hopefully you did. Maybe I'll come back for a round 2 in a few minutes. I may just start the video from when I'm on that road, but I just missed it. Missed it by a foot or 2. Alright. So yeah, here's my EGA operations. They're the only money maker, just back and forth. Not the only money maker, but really, with me saving all those crops for the missions to get the status points, this is it. This is how I make my dough. The only issue with it is it's just such a grindy map. I can see why, I'm a newbie at YouTubing. I can just see where, you really wouldn't want to do this to be for the most entertainment value for the hours that you spend. So if you're going to start a YouTube career, hey, there's nothing wrong with playing this game in excess, but at the same time, you really need to consider how many hours it takes to just do all this silage work alone. And then, there's crop harvesting I'm doing when you guys aren't watching. And I'm sure I could record some of it. I just don't always have that much to say. Some days I'm now more in the mood to talk about nothing. Other days I just enjoy quietly sitting there harvesting a field or doing whatever it is. I guess I got some extra spunk today. So we're already compacted. Yeah, I try to keep these compacted as I go. We'll see as I get back to that field. I'll be waiting up there for a good period of time. I mean, he's only got, I can see up in my glance mod there, 15,000. Maybe we'll just try this with the empty trailer. We got time, right? I won't waste your guys' time watching me sit in the field. Yeah, I've been trying to keep the, I don't know if I'll be doing this one. Let's see what we do this time. See, it's not the same without the load. I thought that. Either that or I hooked on something. So I just took out the stop sign. No problem with taking out the stop sign, but then you have to reset the map if you want to put it back up. So yeah, so it just didn't slide well enough if I didn't have a full load in there. So I'll be back in 1 minute after I fill this guy up again. We'll see if I can't get the stop sign next time. Alright, I'll be back. Guys, ready for round 2? Let's see if I can do it this time. Guys, we'll give it a warm up. We'll see it too. We'll just put it in cruise control. See if I can make it through at more or less maximum speed. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Well, I mean, I didn't end up in the ditch. So anytime you don't end up in the ditch, you don't get penalty points. This one, I bet you I can swing pretty nice. If you do this one at full speed, you gotta actually watch that sign. See what I mean? Yeah. That one I did pretty well. Alright, here we go. Sorry for acting like a 14-year-old today, but guess what? I guess I wouldn't be playing farm sim if there wasn't part of me that wasn't still 14 years old. Right? I hope I don't lose that part. Go. Hit the tree. I hit the tree. See? Oh, darn it. See, that time was just too hard. Alright, well. Yeah, I would say I probably hit it about 30% of the time. So. It disappoints me, though. I had an audience, and it just failed. And I'm not going to bother resetting the map. You guys get the idea. So if you're following along that closely, know that that's one of the ways I keep myself entertained. I'm not sure if you guys noticed the time now versus you could reset to the last break in the video. You know, it's been about over 10 minutes, 12, 14 minutes since we were down here at the BGM. So that's just, 10 minutes at a shot. I think I've watched every English-speaking video on Gifts of the Caucasus. If I didn't like YouTube farm sim videos, I don't think I would still be doing this map. So, I do have one more thing I want to show you that I do. I'll keep it a bit of a surprise until towards the end of this field. I'm getting so good, I know exactly when this guy's going to get stuck, this Chrome Big X. And eventually, when we have the money, I'm just going to see about buying the bigger model, just for the sake of seeing if he doesn't get stuck using this trailer. But for now, I've got it worked out where he doesn't get stuck too often, and I kind of predict when he does, and sort of alter my unloading mostly to coincide with that. So I will be back in a second. It might be 20 minutes, but we'll see. He's still kind of in the middle of this field, isn't he? Yeah, it'll be, he gets stuck. See, that's kind of nice and flat straight ahead of me, but he gets stuck right on this end part mostly. If I'm worried about here. So yeah, if you're not using this combination, just know that's a possibility. And let me know if you're using the big Chrome X and he doesn't get stuck anywhere. So the choice to do this on hard mode means you suffer through some things like that until you get the money. And I do want to, maybe I could talk about that. I know I'm saying goodbye too often, but If you notice that loan that I took out when I did my binge spending on getting those trees going and getting the bigger tractor, I paid $109,000 the next day. So I had it down to about $1 million balance on the loan, and when I got it up to 1.8 million or so, I think that's where it was, that's how much more loan I paid. So it's sort of one of my goals at the price of maybe even getting some extra episodes out, to just get this paid off, or not paid off, but at least paid down to where the interest payment gets much more affordable. I know if I can knock this down, I may just take all of my profits today and just kind of repay that. So I'm sorry if that causes me not to put out a video one day, but and who knows, maybe I'll do a few more things, if not like this, at least. I'm sure you don't mind seeing the harvesting at times, though it gets more boring than if you just see it every video. See, that guy's still sitting down there waiting for the test on the soybeans to see if I can do it with that regular corn header. How is our grain mill doing? I haven't even looked in a little while. Not much has changed. I didn't pay that close attention. It doesn't look like these numbers have changed, and I don't think these have changed very much either. So we'll see. Like I said, I have a feeling that if I focus on one thing, I think the grain mill is a good one to focus on, that I'll be able to start guessing, to have a better guess as to what's going to happen with all the rest of them. And ultimately, at this point, I think I'd like to buy the grain mill first, just because I feel like I could then start getting, run it through the grain mill. I could get 585 for wheat flour. I'm not sure if that's true, but it seems like, instead of just getting 271, I'd get 585 or 600. Oh, look, see, he's starting to slow down already. Yeah, and I want to jump over. He's jackknifing himself. See that? If you look down, and as long as he's on, look, there he goes. He's spinning a bit. As long as he's got like relatively flat ground, he doesn't, he can pull through it. But when he's even on that, spin around. When he's on that little bit of a slope over that way, which you can't really see. Let's jump back. When he's on that little bit of slope right over there, it's enough to just throw him off where he doesn't get the traction to be able to yank the trailer around. So it's like the trailer stays planted, but he goes up in the air. Anyway, alright, well, let me pause it a second. Let me go chase him, and, pretty soon he'll get stuck. I'll show you how to straighten it out. Hello, folks. Stuck. So this is what happens to him. See how he just gets the one whole side off, and he just sits there and spins. Now sometimes he'll do like another little effort, and the problem is that he's just turning, as tight as he can to get around the turn. The trailer is just still dead on the ground, but he's got himself like jacked up against the trailer top. So, in order to fix it, what you do is you get in this tractor, or trailer, and since you're sitting around here anyway, waiting for him, you come around and you smack him in the butt end right here. And you just keep driving him around. Usually it'll pop up over there. See, just straighten that trailer out for him. And off it goes. Reality. That's what happens when you give me a vehicle that doesn't get damaged. I've played a couple maps with that damage mod. I think there's a few videos out there with Ringwoods. Me and the damage mod, we don't get along all that well. And I think that if they introduced it into the game permanently, that would be fine with me. I would learn to behave myself. Not the kind of guy in life that misbehaves too often. But, yeah. That's how I've been straightening out my trailer when I'm close enough to do it. And again, I just sort of sit down here and wait for, I don't want to say 10 minutes, but quite a while for him to run up the hill and come back down. It takes about 17,000 per trip, all the way up and all the way back. So in order to fill this thing up, he's got to do at least about 4 trips. 4 round trips. 8 back and forth. So there you go. So I'm sorry if I offended anyone who is just super realistic about their farm sim. Certainly don't mean to. And normally when I do videos, I'm much more serious about it, of course, as you guys probably can tell. But don't think behind the scenes that I don't cheat and play a game. Alright, well I will come back. Actually, when I get towards filling that silage pit, I just want to show you the operation down there and why I put the placeable heap down there. It's going to actually pay off for me, I think. Maybe. I think I got enough. Oh, by the way, here we go. It gets stuck up here too, kind of for the same reason. Usually he gets himself off of this one. So let's see, if you watch down on the right, down over here, when he makes his second effort, like at this point he's got the 4-wheel drive on, but he doesn't have the differentials. And he is making some progress. So if I'm off running and dump it in the BGA, this isn't, he'll usually make it clear in this. Yeah, he's just not going to give up. He's happy with his 10th of a mile an hour, 1/8 of a mile an hour. Usually what I'll do is watch the stop driver, right? And now he's stopped. Now if I hit the gas and just go straight, I have no problem. If I start to spin a little bit, I just let off. I mean, you can't even tell I'm letting off. I'm just not letting myself get jacked up against the trailer tongue there. And you don't have any problem. So if you could just control the turn radius of course play a little bit, or offset the turn somehow, I think you'd be fine. And we might be okay. Again, you can see this trailer, well, you can't see it now, but you can see that trailer just remains rooted on the ground. And it's the tractor gets, up in the air there. And it just sits there spinning. And without the ability, for him, why he doesn't turn on the differentials. And I have seen him turn them on and he gets right out of it sometimes. One of his efforts is to pop those on. I'm not sure if someone knows of a setting. Always use 4-wheel drive. Is it deactivated? I could swear to you, that was activated. I don't know. I wonder if it's a save setting. Anyway, it's activated, but he'll still get stuck. He wants some proof. Here's some proof. Because even though that's saying activated now, look, we're in some 4-wheel, like I'm not sure exactly, you can't really tell, there's 3 symbols, but I'm almost positive that's the 4-wheel drive symbol. Yeah, so he's in 4-wheel drive, or he was, you can see, even when that thing said deactivated. See, activate 4-wheel drive, don't activate 4-wheel drive. Let's see if this causes the differentials to come on, because he will, I don't know, he'll sit there and spin just like he does on a tree, or his cousin does on a tree, and then they'll give it another attempt and try to back. See, like he's trying to turn now and do some different things. And again, you can get inside of them here and you can straighten them out one way, or again, normally I'm not in that vehicle. Come here and give them a push. Now, giving them a push this way isn't as good. You really want to hit that trailer, drive it sideways. See how I straighten that trailer out? Get him off of the tongue of it, and then he's fine. There you go. So yeah, that's that. All right. Well, I'll see you in a bit when the silo's filled up. Back, and I'm just taking the very last of the chaff that I got off the town field over to the silage pit. And I was thinking that I would have to top something off, or I don't know. I think maybe I thought I had more in my overflow pile than I did, but I really don't have that much. I have 200,000, so I put the remainder of just the last load in there, and it ended up it's only like 50,000 or something, so I have this 25,000 to it. It's not worth throwing that other in, not especially when I have fields that are one stage away from growing. Boy, that bag is really bad for some reason. Yeah, so I should be in good shape. I don't think I'll leave, at this point I don't need to use my overflow buffer. The next growth cycle will happen after, probably again while I'm cutting the grass again. So the next grass will fill this up. I'll have that whole silo there. Let's see over here. Yeah, I might have to do some stuff to start cleaning up this map. I know we have those garages where we can hide stuff at. Yeah, so this one's 59%, so it's still got a little ways to go, but probably sometime in the middle of the night that'll be ready. This one I just did 1%. And then this one, just has, 75,000 in it. So, and this one still has 320,000, so that's another 160,000 to the total. So by the end of the night, I should have about 570,000. So I'll pay back at least 200,000. Sort of depends on what I decide to do. It's just one of those situations, where I do want to get that loan paid back off. But one of the things that's going to happen here is that our sunflower seeds are ready. So I figure I get that started. We might as well start it together, and after another couple hours, it'll be kind of dark on the map, and hopefully when we come back, there'll be something else. Hopefully nothing too exciting happens in the middle of the night. I did want to mention that I failed on a mission, basically because I didn't have my act together, I guess you could say, but more so than my act. I thought this one would carry onions. Don't ask me why. If I thought about it much, I would have realized it wouldn't carry onions. So this guy here. And I'll jump over to this guy. But yeah, so I thought that guy would carry onions. I went and I actually washed him, and then I was all ready, and I probably would have made it, but then I realized he wouldn't, and then I went down there and I couldn't find, I went and got the orange cart. Here, let me jump to a tractor. You can see this orange cart. I went and got him, but the thing was for 21,000, and this guy only holds 18,000. So, and I kind of had to get him ready too. Like, I think I had to wash the tractor. I think the wagon was clean, but anyway, I messed it up. But then I got down there, I couldn't find the darn tip point anyway. It's one of the few on this map that's not real clearly marked. Or maybe it's something to do with this goofy trailer. No, anyhow, that's the story. So I failed another mission. So I lost another point. But what I do want to do here is just see. I know on some maps this works. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it works on this map too. So good. We don't have to use that smaller guy to get this started. So why don't we, of course, play this up. I don't know if there's any reason. Yeah, I think I'll do one headland. I'm not sure if it's going to make much difference. Since we're right here, we'll start right here. Field work. Oops. Of course. Outline. Here, loaded course. Let's calculate this guy. 9 meters, is that right? Let's just come in here. I always like to check. as you probably know by now. There it is. 9 meters. Wonderful. Back. So 9 meters. We're just keeping it that. Hopefully he does a pretty good job. He can always clean up his mess, I guess. If he doesn't. And we are in the southeast corner. And we're going to go west to start. Put in a headland. This guy back up. Good. So let's just clean up this corner a bit more. They always seem to mess it up. Yeah, you got a lot of lag. We're just getting a bit too much stuff. That almost rhymed with something else. That time I kind of messed him up. Well, we'll see. I think he's going to get that bit. I missed that. Are you sure it's 9 meters? It said 9 meters, and I checked, right? Yeah, he must be. See how far he's. Oh, that's right. This course goes off. I'm sorry. So there we go. So this trailer, I did double check this before I started. This trailer definitely does sunflower seeds, and sunflowers aren't usually too hard to chase. There's not a whole lot else going on the farm right now. If we do a quick shift eye, you can see I got the grass fields, the 3 of them, all done. These guys should go off next time, and this one's wheat. Here, let me change this. This one's wheat, sorry. This one's barley, and this one's corn. So we got our bigger corn header, which should help a lot, getting that done faster. And then another thing is, I'm not sure I need this guy anymore. What is that other header we got over here? I mean, he's cool and all, and I'm not sure if I should sell him. I don't know that it would be worth selling him. That's a corn header. So they have a special sunflower header, but you know, as you can see, I'm out there harvesting sunflowers right now. Yeah, this was the special hunt sunflower header that's on there now, I think. So yeah, he's just kind of taking up space. Let's see, we only got 27 on the harvester. So there's no way that guy's not fitting in that garage, is he? Let's drop that. He's definitely not fitting in there with the... Let's go see if he'll fit in a garage. Sure, I've never used this, and I'm not sure what that'll even keep him if he does fit in the garage, but there's a good chance I'll just forget that he's ever in there. Yeah, it probably would fit, wouldn't it? Let's do something else first, though. Let's go take this corn header, 43% of the harvester. Where's he at? He's not even done coming up this way yet. Now, that's the only negative thing about a real long field, is that he'll tend to get filled up. As long as they don't get filled up on one row, then you can chase them and not be stuck. And this one's so easy to chase because it's so close to the silos. These 3. You know, we might just put this whole thing in there. Close enough? I think I was close enough. It's taking a while to warm. I just really think this is cool, but it's just Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Oops, did I really drop that? No, let's leave it attached. I'm not sure if it makes any difference. Like I said, I'm really not worried about that guy too much anymore. Yeah, he fits right in there. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Tractor. Ah, yeah, look at that. So I guess I could put some of this other stuff in there as well. I'm not sure what I would put in there. Let's go get some sunflowers. Where's he at now? Just around the corner. Take a look at our question mark and see how we're doing on the crops. Question mark, and take a look at grain mill, see how our pricing's doing. I'm a bit disappointed that it seems like the pricing would be pretty predictable. Set this cruise control at 6. Tree in my way here shortly. That's right. Choose, factories, choose, tree, question mark, blocking that. Yeah, so prices seem to be up a little bit higher. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the fact that two speed 6s for some reason. This seems to have 6.2. Alright, so he should be good the rest of the way. Let's go over and look at this guy. Think he'll fit in. I'll put him right here, maybe. I'll kind of remember he's in there, I hope. Yeah, I think he'll fit right in there. 2 trailers and all. Let's hop out real quick. Alright, so you saw me being pretty laggy. Now you're watching me put some stuff in there. Alright. Just like a drunken sailor. Alright, let's hop out. Go the right way again. Oh yeah. So let's see what happens when we open it. Is he all in pieces? Yes, he is. See that? He came apart. So I would have to... That's not so bad. Alright, well, we'll leave him in there then. I thought he might go to pieces. Disconnected, you know. Alright, so that should be a little bit less stuff on the farm. Yeah, the stupid Aldi trailer. I was looking at... If we look at this trailer... It's like they took a mod of a shorter trailer. See that big long? I mean, that's pretty extreme for a truck to have that much on the tail end. Look how he's even sitting there, like way up in the air. There's nothing in him. And again, I don't know how accurate that modeling is compared to the physics that I understand. But yeah, let's go see. This guy going on his own downhill run there where I can unload them. And I can get into the rhythm of the back and forth. Don't have that much in them now, but by the time I get around there. It's good, so we'll have plenty of sunflowers. Take a look at our turn around. Just go down the end and we can take a look. While we wait for it to fill up some more. Question mark. Warehouses. Food from this. Food storage. Come up right here. So yeah, you can see I don't have much for wood chips left. It's not really a goal of mine. We'll have that corn coming real soon. Sunflower. We should have a good amount off of this field. We have a wheat field, we have a barley field, so with this harvest, other than the wood chips, I will be over 100,000 of everything. So I think I may end up planting some rye in this field because that is the lowest of the ones that the grain mill wants. If we go back and look, grain mill wants rye, corn, and wheat. So we should be in good shape for missions or whatever. Look at that row. It annoys me that they do that. I messed that up. I thought he was going all the way to the end. I don't know why. I thought he was like doing another headland. He wasn't. So I think I'm going to have to stop here and just unload him manually in a minute. So let's go and see. Yeah, I don't know if I would stop this guy from just sitting here. He's sort of my power supply to move around. This thing works fine, but it doesn't pick up the whole pile, so you really kind of need a tractor to do that. And that tractor trailer is definitely not going to work for moving this. And we got this guy. He would definitely be a candidate to go. And we got our regular T8. That's our T6. Here's our T8. Why is it doing that? Oh, because I'm focused on that. Regular T8. There we go. And then we got the big one. So we really don't necessarily need all these tractors, but I could probably get rid of one. But when I start getting bigger fields, it's not like I really want to sell it. I wasn't drinking or anything, but I sure spent money like I was when it came to getting those trees done. And I still don't even have the equipment to harvest them. Alright, so how are we doing over here? 87%. Is it going to make it to the end? He might. No, he's not going to. He's not going to miss it by much, but he's not going to. Where is he? No, I bet's not. He's in my many hours of experience with farms. So. Nope, I didn't get that far. That's alright, we can clean up that little mess right there that we left. And next time we won't be knuckleheads about it. So one other thing to talk to you guys about is I was thinking about soil mod. A fair number of the views that I get on my channel are for the soil mod videos that I had done earlier. Months ago, I just didn't have enough likes and subscribers, and I guess whatever it takes to come up on searches. So now that I am getting more of those things, I've noticed a fair number of people interested in the soil mod, which I really wouldn't necessarily recommend. It's the growth management portion of it would just make this is hard enough. So when you only have one crop every 4 days, this would just be a bit of a nightmare map in that respect. But I do really enjoy the soil mod. I think it adds that. I hope of all the things in FS17. So there's a soil mod habit. Spread that stuff out real even, because you do get a little nitrogen for the chaff that comes out the back of these things. Back in business. But anyway, so I'm looking for a soil mod map, and one of the viewers, I think his name. Oh, I get it wrong. Otherwise, a second here. I'm more prepared for this. Scott's Tech Plates. Suggested Grazy Land map. So I'm actually downloading that now. It's on Modhoster. So it's downloaded. So pretty shortly after this, I want to probably just take a first look kind of thing at that map. And I'm not sure how I'll do voting, but if and I'm not even sure, I might just decide on it after I take a look at it that it's a good map. Two Rivers came up in one of the comments, and I did like Two Rivers map. It's very demanding, and actually that map is the reason I now have a I bought a bigger graphics card, NVIDIA 980 Ti, and then I went to play that map, and it crashed, and I was like, what's going on? So like first it was just so laggy, it was horrible, and the 980 Ti for a little while did really well, and then all of a sudden it just died, like the whole computer just shut off. So I realized pretty quickly it was my power supply. I only had like a 400 watt power supply, and I thought of that, and I looked it up, and sure enough, that was not a big enough power. That was like what the video card recommended for itself, let alone the rest of the computer. So in any event, I now have a 650 watt power supply for the video card. And the card's been great, but I'll tell you what, there's still issues, so hopefully that's another thing that gets improved. I mean, of all the games that I play, this one I would have to say has the most issues, and there's really no reason for that, just because this game is no more graphically intense than Fallout 4 or other things. I don't even bat an eye at Fallout 4 on the high graphics. That's great. So we're going to go all the way down that end. Alright, I'll meet you back down the other way, hopefully. Well, there we go. So we got another video in. I think this one may end up being a little bit shorter. I'm never 100% certain. I'm never going to worry about the length of the videos that much. Not with Farm Sim. Maybe if I did another type, but just Farm Sim doesn't lend itself to 15-minute videos. Even a 30-minute video. It's just hard to get anything done in this game. So I'm going to go take a look at this other map. Call this an episode. My problem I'm running into is a lot of hours spent just grinding, like finishing off this field and replanting it and such. And I know I could show you guys more of that stuff, but it's really, I'd almost rather just, I don't mind doing the grinding off camera. It just is time consuming, and if I'm trying to put up a lot of videos, I may be better off just focusing on another map a little bit along with this. It would slow down that. So if you guys have comments about me doing a second map, let me know. I don't want to, no reason to upset anyone. Like I said, I would like to get back to my soil mod, and plus the fact that people, are definitely interested in some of my soil mod videos from the past, and I feel like these days I have a little bit better microphone and might be able to explain things, again, just as well. So I'm going to go take a look at Grazyland. One of these days, maybe the next video you see after this one post should be Grazyland video. Either that or I already posted it and it's all too late. So anyway, hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.